Mary was a glamorous woman with a timeless presence. With her long dark brown hair and warm friendly smile, many people assumed she was still in her late 30s. But Mary was actually 50 years old, and she wore her years with grace, confidence, and elegance. Mary had a dream. She wanted to become a lifestyle influencer and content creator, not just any influencer, but one who showed how everyday moments could become glamorous experiences of beauty, self-care, and confidence. Mary loved beauty, makeup, clothing, interior design, travel, shopping, restaurants. She believed glamour was not about money, it was about intention. But not everyone believed in her dream. Some people told Mary that the glory days of influencers were over. They said artificial intelligence had taken over social media. Others told her companies were creating their own digital influencers. They told Mary it was too late, that it was a waste of time. But Mary listened to her heart instead of the noise. Deep inside, she knew there was still a place for her even in this modern world. Mary decided that if she was going to start, she would start the right way. She began by doing research. Late one evening, Mary sat comfortably on her sofa with her laptop and searched for videos on YouTube created by influencers who had started later in life. She watched inspiring stories from creators who refused to give up on their dreams. She also found numerous videos on YouTube that taught her how to film content and how to create beautiful visuals from simple moments. Additionally, she researched videos where she could learn how to speak to an audience. Mary took notes carefully in a small notebook. She wrote down ideas, camera angles, lighting tips, ways to turn ordinary routines into elegant experiences. The more she learned, the more confident she felt. There was a fire growing inside her. Mary realized she didn't need to compete with technology, she needed to be herself. The next day, Mary began preparing her space. She selected a bright corner of her home with natural sunlight. She arranged fresh flowers on a table. She added a decorative tray with perfume bottles and beauty items. Mary wanted her surroundings to reflect elegance. She found a stand to hold her phone steady. She tested different lighting angles. She adjusted her background until everything looked beautiful. Mary smiled when she saw how polished her setup looked. For the first time, her dream felt real. Then Mary began planning her very first content episode. She created a simple idea, showing how to turn a basic morning coffee routine into an elegant, glamorous moment. She selected her favorite coffee cup. She placed it neatly on a marble tray. She added a cloth napkin and a small flower beside it. To others, it was just coffee. But to Mary, it was elegance, it was glamour. Mary realized something powerful in that moment. She didn't need permission to begin. She could create her own niche, her own style, her own audience. She wasn't chasing trends. She was creating moments, moments of beauty, moments of confidence, moments of glamour. Mary stood back and looked at her setup with pride. There was a fire burning inside her, stronger than ever. And for the first time, she stopped worrying about what others thought. She had nothing to prove to anyone. Mary picked up her phone, smiled warmly, and pressed record. This wasn't the end of an opportunity, it was the beginning of something new. Mary smiled confidently, knowing deep in her heart it was not too late, it was right on time.